Okay, I just wanted to make a quick instructional video. Sorry, let me get in the camera over here. There we go. I've just noticed lately that a lot of videos on YouTube have titles like, 5 shots every pool player should know, or 10 shots every pool player should know. I've seen a couple that are called 6 shots every pool player should know. Some of them are 8 shots. Sometimes they say 2 or 3 shots. But usually it's a number between 1 and 10. They don't usually go over 10, but somewhere between, like 1 pool shot every player should know, or 4 pool shots every player should know, something like that. But I found a lot of them to be quite simple. And I've had a lot of people ask me, Dave, what do I do in this situation? Because I've been in this situation and I've been onto YouTube and I've Googled, like 4 shots every player should know. And they found a video called 4 shots every player should know, and the shot that they wanted to know wasn't in that video called 4 shots every player should know. And then they had to Google like, 6 shots every player should know, and they found it in that video, but it took them a long time to find the shot that they should know when they play pool. Sometimes they have to search for like 8 shots every player in South America should know, because they're from Brazil, so they have to look for 8 shots that South Americans should know. So they said, Dave, would you mind making a series of videos that cover some of the shots that they can't find in those X number of shots that X number of players should know, depending on what continent they're in, or sometimes even what country they're in, etc. So I just thought I'd give a tester for some of the shots that people ask me about. This is one shot that a lot of people ask me about, because it breaks one of the most common rules of positional play that a lot of people talk about. If you listen to Thor Lowry or Shakira Pool, even like Carl Moist, a lot of those players, top players, when they talk about playing position, they say you should always be heading into the angle of the pot. So here for example we have a 9-ball, 8-ball, 9-ball situation, and the line of the pot is here, and of course there's a bit of a window, sort of like this. So ideally what those online teachers will tell you is that you want your cue ball to be coming into position to the 9. And a lot of people said to me, Dave, I've looked in a lot of those, every 2 players should know these 3 shots videos, and I haven't seen this shot, because when I'm playing the 8, it's actually heading away from the line of the pot. It's not heading into the line of the pot. And so they asked me, Dave, what shot should I play? And so here's an example of one of the shots that I'd like to cover in my series of videos. It's how to play this shot for position on the 9 and maintain that safety that that all the top players talk about coming into the line of the next pot. So this is one that I recommend, and it keeps it really simple. Any player could play this from like APA 1 through to APA 15 level, could probably play this shot, and it's a really good one to have in your front pocket when you need it. So let me show you how I would approach this shot. It's just a nice simple shot. Okay, so you can see that way the cue ball's coming into the line of the shot instead of across the line of the shot, and that way you've got this whole area. Once you come off this cushion, you've got this whole area you can come into that's going towards the line of the pot for the 9, and you don't have to worry about, here you've got like maybe 3-4 feet you can come into the line of the pot, whereas if you just play a little stun or something, you've only got 2 feet to land in that line of the shot. So I find a lot of those videos that cover those basic shots that every player should know, they don't deal with those really tricky situations where your gut tells you to play a shot that goes against the rule of coming into the line of the shot. But you know, some shots like this, they allow you to keep that rule, and you know, any BCPA player could play it. Doesn't matter what level they are. Fungo rated players from 800 to 900 to 200 could play that shot, and it gives them easy position on the 9. And, you know, anywhere in here you can just easily, you know, pot that 9. Most players would probably pot that 9 straight away. You know, I could have, if I really wanted to pot it, I could have potted it. So, you know, let me know what you think of that video, and if you want more tips like that, I'd be happy to make more like that. Thanks guys, see ya.